Please like and subscribe and hit that bell button for notifications too.
Sector is clear.
Give us everything we got! Clear!
Yo people, Decepticon here from Vexelite, and welcome to this, a brand new Why I Love video, and this is Why I Love Star Wars. Now, I understand this video ain't going to be for everyone. Some of yous, I can't believe it, but some of yous don't like Star Wars, don't know what is going on with you, but Star Wars is a big deal to me. Most of yous know I am a big sci-fi geek. I absolutely love all of my sci-fi. Do anything with a bit of space, throw a spaceship in it, and I'm watching it. I absolutely love it. And Star Wars, ever since I was a kid, has had a special place in my heart, because it's just, what's not to love? Spaceships, brilliant story, brilliant music, lightsabers. Come on, anyone who sees a laser sword and don't just like it automatically, there's something wrong with you. Definitely something wrong with you. Now, there is a lot to get over, because there is hours upon hours upon hours of Star Wars stuff we can talk about, and I've got to try and get this in basically an under 10-minute video. So we start off with the original trilogy, which, as I say, I watched when I was a kid. When I was younger, yes, I know I'm older than a lot of yous, but when I was younger, every Christmas, guaranteed to be Star Wars films. It was just, they were just brilliant films, some brilliant things going on inside them. Who shot first? Only the good Star Wars fans will understand that one. We all know the answer in the originals, it was Han, but yep, who shot first? All the Luke stuff, Vader, come on, Vader was like, oh my god. Chewie, Emperor, when you see the Emperor and he was like, damn, he's scary. You had the droids in there, Ewoks, for anyone who likes an Ewok. And then you had the prequels when they got made, and yes, I'm one of them people who, I appreciate the prequels. Episode 1 you really did need, you just didn't need Jar Jar. Episode 2 was pretty good, and episode 3 is one of my best Star Wars films. The duel at the end, when you've got Anakin fighting against Obi-Wan, it was just a brilliant duel. The emotional involved in it still gives me goosebumps when I watch it now. Now on to the newer films. What do I think of them? I think they're really good. Yes, episode 8 was a bit... episode 7 was brilliant. And episode 9, fingers crossed, they're going to sort out all the problems what they had in episode 8. Like, it just... When episode 7 dropped, you watched it, when the film ended, for 2 years, all you was trying to talk about were two questions. Who's Rey's parents, and who is Snoke? Episode 8 dropped, and it was, well, there was no questions. You didn't really care for it. Characters in the thing is just unbelievable. The amount of good characters who you either like or you hate, there's just so many to pick from. Like I said before, Jar Jar, he's just, yeah. But you've got iconic character, real iconic character, Jabba the Hutt. How many people who don't know who Jabba the Hutt is? And he ain't even a main character. Then you look at some of the characters who are main characters. Everyone knows who Luke Skywalker is, whether you've watched Star Wars or not. Princess Leia, everyone knows who she is. There's just Han Solo. Who don't know who Han Solo is? There's just so many characters in it. And as I say, even with the prequels, bringing in big stars to come and play certain roles. Hayden Christensen playing a young Anakin and seeing how he turned bad. Seeing Darth Maul for the first time, when he pulls that lightsaber out and he has one duel out in the desert, and you just think it's a bog standard lightsaber. Then all of a sudden he opens it up and it's a double-ended lightsaber. It was like, what is going on? And that duel at the end of episode 1, with the Duel of the Fates music in the background, it was real good. Qui-Gon dying at the end of it, you sort of half knew he couldn't stay around forever. I know they brought in midi-chlorians, which was a bit hit and miss. Most Star Wars fans don't like the midi-chlorians being brought into it. Everyone preferred the Force being mystic, which I probably did myself. Vader, who does not like Vader? Vader, year after year, he normally gets voted the #1 bad guy of all time. It's between him and Hannibal Lecter. Come on, Hannibal Lecter's a scary dude, and for Vader to beat him, that's a big deal. Then on to the new films with the new baddie Kylo Ren. For me, I just think he's probably one of my best. I love his lightsaber. I love how it's just all flared right up. Having the T-bar on there just makes a big difference as well. It's a new sort of lightsaber what's never been seen. I love the mask. I prefer him with the mask on, because obviously when he takes the mask off, he's just not scary no more. And you need the bad guy to sort of have that darkness about him. Boba Fett. Who don't know Boba Fett? Probably the baddest bounty hunter ever to be seen. So I mean, I don't know what to say about him. Everything about him was cool. When I was a kid, everything about him was cool. It was a shame we never really got to see too much of him, because obviously he died in the Sarlacc pit. No, not the Sarlacc pit. The Sarlacc pit was actually where Jabba's monster is. That's a Sarlacc. Why can't I think of what the pit is where he dies in? Can't think. Chewie. Everyone knows Chewie. Everyone tries to do Chewie's voice, especially when they're drunk. When you're down the pub, you get someone trying to do a Chewie voice. Chewie was a good character. Weren't one of my best, but he was a good character to have, and him and Han, they could play off each other. It was pretty smart. Yoda. Who don't know who Yoda is? Yoda was a brilliant little creature. Had a brilliant voice. The way he spoke, he'd speak in riddles. He'd like muddle his words up, but you still understood exactly what he said. I preferred him as a puppet in the originals, and in episode 8, that's what they did do well. Bringing him in as a puppet, I thought that works pretty well. The CGI stuff, I like CGI, I really do. But the whole point of Star Wars is that things were real. You could go up and you could touch them. That's what made it so good, especially so good for me. All the Disney stuff now, with Disney owning it, they are doing well. I know they're mucking up the stories, and we ain't really getting what the true Star Wars fans would have liked to see. But when you look at some of the expanded universe stuff, what they've done, you've got the games. Everyone loves the games. You look at the TV series. You look at the Clone Wars. Even if you're an adult, watch it. It is really dark. There's bits on there which you shouldn't be showing a kid, because there is some real twisted stuff on there. There's an episode where Darth Maul chops someone's head off. That shouldn't be in a Disney cartoon. Then they brought out Rebels. Rebels was superb. Went really into the Jedi lore and the Star Wars lore. It really dug deep. I really did like it. Now I am going to answer a question which was asked by one of my friends who I actually know in real life. He's a real nice guy. And he's probably might be slightly bigger Star Wars fan than me. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But he asked me a real good question, and it goes as follows. If you was a new Star Wars character in the Star Wars universe, who would you be? Which existing characters would you hang out with? And what planet would you come from? That's an hard one. Straight away, I'd be a Sith. Red lightsabers rule. I'd have some wicked lightsaber as well. I don't know, some double-sided one somewhere. Coruscant. I'd definitely come from Coruscant. And I'd just hang out with a couple of my stormtroopers. So I mean, I could boss them about, go to the bar, get a drink. I'd like.
To damage my car.
There's my phone in every video. It's starting to be an habit now. But yeah, I'd definitely be a Sith. I'd live on Coruscant, and maybe Naboo. Actually, Naboo's real pretty. And yeah, I'd hang out with some stormtroopers. Maybe go to Jabba's palace, have a drink there. Jabba's palace would be pretty cool. Yeah, that is probably one of the best questions I've ever been asked. So as always, people, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment, especially a Star Wars comment if you can be bothered. Peace, people.